the Brit's the place to be. Radio living is the life for me. Airwaves spreading out so far and wide. Keep your FM, just give me that internet side.
Online is where I'd rather stay. I've got a lot of music to play. I just adore a Yankee view. Darling, I love you, but give me a show to do.
The Chat.
The Brats.
On air.
That's fair.
You are my wife.
Goodbye, British life.
The Yankee and the Brit on air. Here she is, the golden voice Donna Joe, and Pick Me Up.
I've seen too many things, been so many places, trusted all the wrong people, too many sad faces, can't seem to find my peace wherever I go, trying to run from my feelings, so tired and low, so many bills to pay, can't even keep a job, longing for freedom as I cry out to God. Oh, when I'm down, you're there to pick me up. When I can't walk, you're there to hold my hand. When I fall, you're there to carry me. So glad I met you. You're one hell of a man. Will the stream ever come? Will it haunt my soul for years? Have I struggled enough or cried enough tears? There's a reason we met. This is no accident. Is this a perfect plan? Are we here just for the moment? Can I trust in you? You'll never let me down. My partner in crime when no friends can be found. Oh, when I'm down, you're there to pick me up. When I can't walk, you're there to hold my hand. When I fall, you're there to carry me. So glad I met you. You're one hell of a Will you stay when I go crazy? What if I'm selfish or lazy? Will you still stick around? When I'm down, you're there to pick me up. When I can't walk, you're there to hold my hand. When I fall, you're there to carry me. So glad I met you. You're one hell of a man.
Wow. I'd love to sing along with that song, but there is no comparison. Nobody can touch it. That's like cool. And why that is not on the Billboard Top 1 songs is beyond me. Oh, that thing's fantastic. Nobody can nail those notes like she does on that song. Oh, my stars.
Oh, my stars.
Absolutely wonderful. And she's just a wonderful woman. Hello there, good looking. How are you?
Hello.
She's
I
alive.
hope you were talking to me. No. Which Donna?
You
Yes,
answered.
Donner.
He was talking about me, of course
I
he
know. I'm
was.
so sorry.
Oh, you two are so full of doggy dung.
What?
What?
What? Y'all, do I sound like Miss Piggy swallowed Kermit the Frog?
You
Miss
sound
Piggy?
like Mrs. Piggy's head is where you'd put your hand up Kermit the Frog's behind.
That's how I feel. I tell you, it's been terrible.
Hey, Donna.
She's all stiffed up. She
Silence
said.
a minute.
What?
Donna,
Uh-huh.
do you know what's green and smells like Miss Piggy?
Snort? I really don't know.
Kermit's finger.
Ew.
Terrible joke. Terrible.
I said, ew. Gross. That's gross. Now everybody in the chat room's laughing. See, we made them laugh. They're just not laughing on the chat, but
They probably don't get it anyways.
I got it. But I
Not
said
you,
ew.
them, the chat people. They probably don't
The
get it.
chat people.
Those
I
chat
said,
people.
ew.
Those radio
Gross.
rascals.
Let me tell
Radio
you.
rascals.
Let me tell you, those chat rumors, they're more rude than we are.
Are they?
They
Oh,
are.
no.
They are. What a disgusting bunch.
Especially Dan
That's why we love
Connolly.
them so much.
No, Dan's a sweetheart, I thought.
And
Benny,
then
stop.
there's
Benny.
Benny, stop calling me names.
Hi, Benny.
Isn't he a wonderful man?
Who's Benny
He
calling a
is.
hoe?
There's a he, and a ho, ho, ho.
And a couple of trolley laws.
I thought he was talking about my wife there when he said ho, ho, ho.
Ah!
Smack in the face.
They were singing the song from The Wizard of Oz. You know, they were going ha 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 he,
And a
he, and a couple
Yep,
of
I got
trolley
it.
laws.
I'm there with you. Yep, I'm there with
Oompa
you.
loompa,
They danced the
doompa-dee-doo.
away in a very
Benny's
old
got
man of
another
Oz.
nasty name for you.
He's doing the oompa. He's doing the evil part.
Doompa-doompa-dee-doo. I've got to go and beam
Cover
down
you
a
in goo.
poo.
Oh, goodness.
I said I gotta
Miss
go
Piggy.
beam down a poo.
Miss Piggy's go. Oh, God. Oh, okay.
What got you all wound
Y'all-
up anyways?
I have sneezed about 5 times. I'm always wound up. This is just me. On a daily, I'm always like this. I'm crazy. And I don't know, my nose, it just seems like, it's like, what is going on?
One
This thing
tin
has been
soldier
stopped up.
rides away. Okay.
Benny says the one from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang is much better.
The one what?
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, we love you.
Titty titty bang bang.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
That's
Yeah.
what you need, that seatbelt with the
Titty
built-in
Titty
boob
Bang Bang,
holders.
Titty Titty Bang Bang. Titty Titty Bang Bang, we love you. They drove me nuts.
Wait,
What?
did y'all hear that?
No?
What's wrong?
It was like, it was Randy. He was going,
I don't hear anybody
Is
doing
that-
that.
I've been hearing things all night long. So, oh, there it is again. You heard that. Is that Randy? Randy.
Yes.
I'm British, okay?
Brutus.
I'm British.
I thought
I
you
took
said you were
that-
Brutus. I was going to say, that's embarrassing.
Benny says
Me
the
and,
one with
me
all
and
the
Donna are
laughing.
cousins.
Oh.
I don't remember it.
Oh, I do when I'm up at the ceiling.
That's Mary Poppins.
What do I know?
What?
Ask Benny.
I don't know.
Oh, last night we were carrying on with the... Have you seen Mary Poppins, right?
No.
Oh, you're too young to know Mary Poppins.
Well, I've heard of it.
Are you
but I
like
hadn't
the only
really-
person that hasn't drooled over Dick Van Dyke?
Probably. I like Tom Hardy, honey. Tom Hardy.
You mean from the Hardy Brothers?
Oh, so I think Benny did mean Mary Poppins. But oh my
don't-
gosh, when Dick Van Dyke is in Mary Poppins and he's there as Bert and he's there with his one-man band and he looks up to the sky. I don't know what he's looking up to the sky for, but I'm just like, I see his big, beautiful blue eyes and I just like, oh my gosh, I'm in love.
I think he was
That
looking
little-
up at Gertrude Heathcliff.
No.
That scene right there, I'm just in love.
His nose is way too big.
It's not, oh my gosh.
If I can't get past your nose, no. I ain't-
Round face, how can you say such a thing?
Round face. Because I like the little noses like Tom Hardy and Mark Wahlberg. Okay.
Mark Wahlberg.
The thug, Marky Mark.
Whatever.
Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
I tell you who else I like. I like, I don't even know whether you guys know who he is. I know Randy does. Norman Wisdom. Oh my gosh.
Let me see who that is. Norman Wisdom.
Yeah, he's really old now, but
You better Google that shit.
yeah.
Oh dear.
But he did this really, really funny film, and me and Randy sat here and we
Is
almost
that the
wet
ambulance
ourselves.
where they dropped the guy on the ground in that
Yeah.
one? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
the
pretty
He
scene
funny
looks
stuff.
hilarious.
The scene at the start where the butchers is not really that funny, but the rest of the film's hilarious. But I just love his cute blue eyes and his little cute big ears. Oh, he's just adorable.
His cute big ears.
Yeah, there's just something about big-eared people that I think
He
is
looks
really
like
cute.
Mr. Bean.
Nobody can look like Mr. Bean.
Nobody can look like your boyfriend.
I know, I love him.
Oh, God,
He's
not
just
two.
so
Two
smart and
Donnas.
clever.
Two British Donnas that like Mr. Bean. Ugh.
I know. Fancy that.
I've seen so many
Fancy
Mr.
that.
Bean things over here. I'm sick of Mr. Bean.
Oh,
I think Donna needs to take me to England. Yeah.
They'd tree up out when you showed up.
I know. Be like, what is this accent? Oh, it's called the mountains.
there is a Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. There is one scene that I like there, and that's when it's the old bamboo scene. And have you seen that film, Donna?
No, now you're gonna make me Google it.
Oh, is a bit of a
YouTube it. YouTube, Mary Poppins, the old bamboo.
Yeah, I don't know what his character's name
Okay.
is, but Dick Van Dyke in that film is a bit of a wheeler dealer. He makes this machine where to cut people's hair, and you sit and he sits someone down, and he puts this big bowl around the head, and then he cycles on this bike, and it powers the hair cutting machine, and it messes up this guy's hair. So this guy chases him, and he ends up on this stage dancing with all these other blokes. And I just think he's just absolutely gorgeous in it, and he's singing the old bamboo.
You'll get to watch Dick dance when you do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put it in here. I'm not gonna watch it yet, but I have it ready to watch it.
Benny
Whenever I
Pitzinger
get
likes
off
Benny
here.
Hill. Benny Hill's cool. He's always got some gorgeous little gals around him. That's the thing I liked about it.
Oh,
Short-
I'm
Bells?
surprised. I'm really shocked, husband.
Benny Hill.
Bells will be ringing. You know?
Hey, are you singing us a Christmas song for the Christmas show?
Well, about that, I will be singing with Mr. Bobby Johnson. And I just sent him the part of the song. It's called On Christmas Day, with me sneezing like 4 times before I sent him the song.
That's
He had
attractive.
yeah, he's had the flu. And then I have this allergy mess or whatever's going on. So anyway, I did my part and said, maybe you can brush it up a little.
It's probably all the pollen out of those Georgia pines.
I know. I don't know what it is exactly. But I said, oh, there's Ed Marie.
Hello, Anne-Marie.
Ed Marie Pacerno. I was going to talk about her, too.
Do you like her new duet?
I love everything she does.
Cool.
I'm a huge Anne Marie fan.
Well, I really like her duet that she did with Kenny Lee. I think
Yeah, me too.
I think it's probably like her best one yet.
Quite steamy.
Oh, really? I love Bad Girl. Yeah, Benny said, hey, Bad Girl. Because I want to be a bad girl, right?
Isn't that Donna Summers?
No, that's Anne
Anne Marie.
Marie's
Anne
song.
Marie does a bad girl song.
I know, but doesn't Donna Summers do a bad girl song, I think?
I want to do a bad girl. I don't know. Let me go see. Y'all have me Googling
And
Mary
all that
Poppins.
time, I thought she was singing Batgirl, you know, like Batman and Batgirl, you know, that Bat.
I want to be a bat girl.
Bad Girls.
Bat girl.
Donna-
I know.
What is Bad Girls?
All that time, I thought Anne Marie was singing Batgirl. That's like spoiled
A
it
bat?
now. Yeah, I spoiled it now. You know, like when you learn the real lyrics of a song that you sung really badly as a kid, and then you realise.
That is so cute.
Like that old
I
song.
want to
there's
be a bad girl.
Like that old song, there's a bathroom on the right.
Yeah, there's a bathroom on the right.
No, that's a bad moon. There's
Yeah.
a bad moon on
Bad
the
Moon
right.
Rising.
I said, okay, I've heard this song before. I had not heard that one with the bathroom.
Oh, who is that? Now I can't
Yeah,
remember who it
it's the
is.
Bad Moon Rising song.
Yeah, Bloody Brett's talk funny.
I do not have Marie.
I do not. Well, listen to me. I sound like I swallowed a goat. So.
Yeah, CCR.
I know an old lady who swallowed a goat. What's that song?
CCR, Bad Moon Rising. There's a bat goon on the door. What song?
She says she sounds like she swallowed a goat, and I says, isn't there a song? I know an old lady who swallowed a goat. No? It's a nursery rhyme that I grew up with.
That's too bad.
I forgot the song now. The song's about swallowing a fly.
Is it that there was an old lady who lived in a shoe? Or
No,
something?
no.
I know what you're talking about.
No, I think that's the one about the old lady that lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do.
So she found a bathroom on the right then? Yes.
This is what it is. I know an old lady who
Anne Marie says
swallowed
it's because
a
you
fly.
bloody Brits talk funny.
An old lady who swallowed a fly. Do, 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 do.
That's the one.
Yeah. It's a nursery
There
rhyme.
was an old lady who swallowed a fly. She swallowed a fly and didn't know why. Is that?
I know an old lady who swallowed a fly. I don't know why she swallowed a fly. Perhaps she'll die. And then she swallowed
Oh,
a
no.
spider that wiggled and triggled and wiggled inside her. Then she swallowed the spider to catch the fly. And then she swallowed a bird. How absurd to swallow a bird. Then she swallowed the bird to catch the spider. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. She swallowed the fly. I don't know why she swallowed the fly.
And after
Perhaps
she
she'll
ate the
die.
bird, she beamed down a turd.
And then she swallowed the cat. So I guess it's a song to teach you about the cycle of life with animals.
She swallowed him?
That's called bestiality.
Ah.
Ew, let's talk about something else.
Oh, my.
Oh, dear. There's something wrong with us tonight, y'all. I need some Theraflu. Something.
Therapy.
Yeah, there you go. I'll snap that up, Colton. That was good, Donna. I said Theraflu, and he's like, therapy? Therapy.
Sarah Pooh. I've heard some songs she's written. Not impressed.
What?
Sarah Pooh.
I need to know what woodlice is. Y'all were talking on the chat earlier. You said something about...
Woodlouse. Yeah, it's those
Huh.
it's those little grey bugs. You've got your Google in front of you. You always Google
Pill
everything.
bug.
Yeah, Randy calls it a pill bug.
Benny calls
A little
it...
grey bug, and they kind of curl up.
What did Benny call them?
Ain't that a termite?
He calls them a roly-poly bug.
A termite. Aren't there enough of those people in the world?
Oh, I know. My dog's a termite. He chews everything. He chews me. He thinks I'm a toy. I'm like, oh my God, really? And this is why I hadn't been singing out much anymore, because of this puppy.
Oh,
I
Benny.
don't want to leave him.
Benny calls him a roly-poly bug.
That there on that link. I just sent you.
Okay. You called it lice, and this is louse.
Yeah,
It's- oh, gosh.
the differences between how I talk, the real way of talking, and the way you guys talk over here. It's so
It's so
stupid though
scary.
sometimes. The TV commercials, you hear them advertise eyeglasses, and then it talks about your eye test, and I'm like, well, you're not exactly going to have a test on your drinking glasses, are you? It's going to be for your eyes. And then, of course, they call it a sidewalk. I mean, where else are you going to walk?
What do you want to call it then?
You guys just have such funny words for things
What
over
do you
here.
call it in
We call
Britain?
it a pavement or a path.
Okay. Chasing pavements, like Adele's song.
Yeah, like Adele's song, yeah.
Okay, I always wonder why she would say pavements, but now maybe she's talking about the sidewalks.
Yeah.
I don't know. The pavement over here is blacktop. Asphalt.
I don't know what anything is anymore.
Well, neither do I.
This-
60
this
years
world's-
old and everything's different than it was 2
That's
years
the
ago.
truth.
It's
And
ridiculous.
I'm 35, and it's I feel like an old goat, but I'm telling you, it's changing even from 35 years old.
Well, you need to make a decision, because earlier you said you felt like you'd swallowed a goat, and now you said you feel like an old goat.
That's from swallowing.
Does that mean you ate yourself?
Yes.
Yeah. I think I did. What had happened was...
No comment.
I had ants in my pants, is what Anne Marie says, and that's what happened.
That's what
I had
I
it.
say. Ants in your pants, they make your belly button dance.
You got a lot of red ants around there?
Yes, they are ridiculous, and my husband's allergic to them. So if I get bit by them,
Well,
that's
there's a
fine.
good plan.
No.
Lure
But
him
if he
outside.
gets bit, no, it's terrible. I'm like, take you a Benadryl, or and it'll puss up, and it's just disgusting.
That's what
Ugh.
I get. That's what happens to me when I get bit. They puss up, and if you happen to burst those little pussy things, they spread
know.
even more.
Yep, you might be allergic to them then.
That never happened in the UK. I mean, one thing, if there was ever going to be anything to bite anyone, it would bite me when I was a kid. I'd always be the one with ant bites around my ankles, and my brother never would. He just went around happy with that being bit by anything.
He had pill bugs biting him.
But I always used to get bit by everything. But I never got that kind of reaction from ants until I came here.
Oh, they're nasty little critters.
I don't know what it is, but yeah, we have a lot of those. And the joke behind the ants in the pants is my dog that I had previous. It would go outside and he had ants all over him, and then there was ants in my house, and then he had peed on my stove, and this was all in one day.
He peed on the stove?
Yeah, he cocked his leg right up and said, "Let me show you what's up." And he just peed on the stove.
I hope he was on the floor, not on the countertop.
It was on the floor, but I still had to clean it all up. And I'm like, "Why did you do that?" He looked right at me and just did that. And I had ants in the house, piss on the stove. I'm like, what else is next?
Is this like the thug life thing?
Yeah, the thug life that I send you about the dog. Thug life. Yep. That's what happened. And then Friday, I had a nail in my tire. And I said, well, you can make this a bad day, or you can just go get it fixed. And smile and keep on going.
Which way did you go?
I decided to smile and keep on going. Got that thing patched right up. And I said, oh, yeah? Come on. Sometimes you just get a nail in your tire.
Yeah, it's just like your lace coming undone, no biggie. Tie the lace and
it's a brand new car. Remember when I got in a car wreck? I got a new car from the car wreck that I was in.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, these are nice tires. They're new. I've had it, not very long. And then all of a sudden there's a nail in my tire. I think somebody put it in there personally. They said there was little neighbors going around.
There's a
these
hole
little kids.
In your tire, fill it up,
Yeah,
fill it up.
Pretty much. And I'm like, let me find you. If I find somebody put a nail in my tire.
How long ago was that?
Just a week, like Friday I had it, so probably last Thursday.
Well, it's probably a good thing it happened, and you got to change the air out from summer air to winter air.
I guess so. That's the way I'm trying to look at it.
Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, which brings me to think about Anne Marie Paserno, the song Bonfire. When we were recording that, she was going through some trouble where she fell, and I was sick at that time as well. I had the flu. Everybody was going through it, surgeries, and we were trying to get this song together that she wrote called Bonfire. And it's a collaboration, of people coming together in music. And she wanted me to be a part of it. And Benny was on there too.
Yeah, it's a great song. You guys weren't even in the same state, were you?
No, I just did my part here on the computer.
She says they were all in a terrible state.
Yeah, we were all falling apart.
I know. How do you do that?
Forever.
You
Not a good body part between them.
You transfer the flu through the phone or something?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, it was terrible. But I'm happy for her for this song. I really am. She had won Best Music Collaboration on the Josie Awards is what it's called. Right. And also it made it to the first ballot, she said, for the 61st at Grammys. So I was like, what's that? What's Grammys? Because I didn't know anything about online Grammy Awards. But you have to be a member. And, the winners and people that listen every 2 weeks, they do the ballot and they vote for your song. So I didn't know anything about it, but she knows everything about music. If you have a question, you just have to ask Anne Marie. But I'm happy for her for that song and everybody that's on it. Yes, we did.
I think it's
a great song. She said we practiced through the cell phone.
You guys all sound awesome together. You really stand out in that tune, too. I can tell when it's you singing.
Oh, well, thank you.
It is. It's great.
She's like, give me that church, Donna. Joe. She's like, let's go to church with this song. And, I was raised up in church, and I think that's where a lot of that came from. that's gospel sound and that whatever it is. My aunt thinks that I'm half black. She said, "Are you sure you're not half black?" And I was like, "Oh, maybe I am."
Do you know which half it is?
Did you break it to it that you're almost British?
Yeah, actually, I did post that, and nobody believes me. They're like, "Oh, that's a lie. You're not British." No one believes it. And I did the Ancestry DNA, and no one believes it. So,
What's
okay.
What's your earliest musical memory from when you were tiny and sucked on one of those dummy things?
That makes me sad, but it's actually the memory singing with my grandma when I was a kid.
Good choice,
I was in a
Anne-Marie.
crib, and no, it's okay. My grandma passed away a few years ago in November, but, I still love her. I'll always love her, and that music reminds me of her because that's where it started. She was listening to gospel music, and I was, like, in the crib singing, playing drums with a little tin cup, singing. Didn't even know what I was saying, but I do remember that. That's my earliest time of really knowing music. I just was born, could do it, Started singing since I was a little kid, and there you go.
So
Just like talking.
If that's the case, where's some new music? What are we missing?
Okay. Yeah, that wasn't the question you asked. This is a different question.
Donna asked that question. I'm on to a new one over here. You wait for her, nothing will get done.
Not. I was about to ask her what other musical instruments does she play apart from the guitar. See, he was trying to read my mind, and he sucks.
Right, and I didn't get to answer that one, Donna.
Go on you go.
Go on, then.
On you go when he shuts up talking.
Carry on.
Well, I play piano, and I was playing the banjo a little, but I'm not that good at the banjo. But piano was something else that I really loved. But it's too hard as far as if you mess up, the piano does not forgive you. You know what I mean? So if you mess up, you hear bong, and everybody hears it, and you're like, "Oh, crap, I hit the wrong note." But a guitar, I started playing off and on. A guitar when I was 17. I just, off and on. I'd pick it up and say, "Oh, hey, this is C chord, this is D, this is G," and my daddy plays the guitar too. So he would show me a few chords and tricks, and then I put it down because I'm lazy, to be quite honest with you. I just put it down and said the heck with it all, and did a lot of karaoke. I thought I was Whitney Houston and Christina Aguilera, and and Mariah Carey. Yeah, I thought I was all those.
Oh,
and then I thought
God, what a
was
disgusting
Janis
little
Joplin.
thing.
No,
Oh,
but, who?
Mariah Carey, what a...
Well, back in the
Whatever.
day, in the 90s, she had "There's a Hero." I mean, that was a beautiful song. Hero? You didn't like Hero?
Now, Christine Aguilera, now we're talking business here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but you're
I
talking
loved
about the
all of
bottom
it.
half of a body, not the top. I
Oh,
know.
dear. Oh.
She's... Who? Christine Aguilera?
Donna.
Yeah, don't you remember
Donna
that?
says
Don't you remember
Donna's
that
mad.
video where she's wearing like an air hostess type outfit, and you're going, "Oh, those legs!" And that was the first time I ever saw how long her legs were when I watched that video.
The shorter the skirt, the longer the legs.
That's what I was talking about. The bottom half of her.
Oh, Lord.
Candyman. Is that the one?
Yeah.
Candyman. I love that. When
Oh,
she did
she
the
can
classics.
She can tear that tune up and look good doing it. My,
Oh, I
my.
loved that. I love that CD that she had, Back to Basics. That was a great one. But, I don't know what I am as far as genre goes because, like Anne-Marie, she's the same way. I say I'm country because of the way I talk, but I sing everything. I sing everything.
How about Americana?
Oh, yeah. I could say I'm that, right?
I would say that's a good place for you at the moment.
It's my favorite coffee anyway, Americano, so
I
might
was
as well
just
go
about
with
to
that.
say, did we establish last night that that's a coffee and not a genre?
Oh,
of
that was
music?
yesterday's show.
Yes, I love Americanos. I get 2-pump vanilla Americano with some cream. Y'all are like, "Oh my gosh,
Never
y'all are
heard.
crazy." She's crazy.
Donna said she had that. Didn't you say that you had that in Britain?
Cappuccino.
Americana.
No, I never.
Then how can you say you like it?
I didn't say I like it.
Oh,
Wrong
dear.
Donna. The other Donna. The
No,
one that-
you.
the one that-
You were talking about it
Oh.
yesterday. Americana coffee.
No, I didn't say I like it. I just said, isn't that a
no.
coffee?
Well, how did you know that if you've never had any?
Because
I'm scared.
I get around.
Round, round,
I get around.
She
I
gets
get
around.
around.
Yeah, get around. Woo!
I
I'm scared.
I've travelled the
Y'all are
world
scaring me.
and all that noise.
You
I
keep
need
it up.
the chat room to save me.
You
Y'all ask
keep
the
it up.
question.
We're going to take away your number one spot in Billboard.
Boo, boo, boo. I'm not answering Randy's question.
No,
That-
don't.
Coward.
Don't.
Coward.
What
I
was-
will,
what
but
was
I'll be
your
very
question?
honest.
What was your question? I can't remember.
That's the whole idea, is to be honest.
He's asking me, why am I not coming out with new music? Where did Donna or Joe go?
Yeah, that's
Where
it.
is Donna? Joe.
But yeah, I mean, me and you have talked about it in the private
We
chat,
have.
but I've never mentioned anything about it on the show.
I was just responding to what she had said. That's the only reason I asked it.
Donna, she says, she's more private, I think Donna is, than I am. I'm kind of like, blah, I'll tell you whatever you want to hear. I'm an open book for the whole world to see.
No,
You
no,
know?
no, 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 no,
Oh,
no.
me, I
You
don't
should
like
never
to tell
do that
I don't
for
like
anybody.
to tell anyone anything.
You should
I
never do
know,
that.
why?
You should never do that for anybody. Don't tell anybody anything you don't want to tell them. I mean, it's just as
I
easy
just
as
tell it like it is.
it's
but-
just as easy as the word no, though. I mean, Donna, like you said, she's very private. She keeps a lot of our stuff. There's things I don't care about because I really don't give two flying. What anybody thinks of me. But Donna has
Yeah.
a lot of things that she's very private about. And if she doesn't want to say something, she just says no. And if somebody does stupid stuff on Facebook, they're gone. I mean, she just
Yeah.
So don't ever
See, my
tell anybody
husband's
anything
good
you don't
like
want
you
to.
are. My husband's good with, first of all, he doesn't care what people think of him. And he's good with just thinking that he thinks all people are just not worth his time. I'm the total opposite. Like, I love everybody. I want to save the world. I trust too easily. I probably, I don't know why I'm like that either. And it's hard for me to say no, just like you just said.
Well, I think you need that balance. Your partner, your husband is, it's good to have someone like him around because it's just someone for you to just kick you up the arse every now and again, just to say, you're being a bit of a soft twat, but
Yeah.
and sometimes he needs someone like you around just to say, these are people, these are human beings, they have
Exactly.
feelings, they have lives.
Well, how come you don't do that to me then? Because can't stand anybody, really.
But yeah, when you've got people like me and Randy, when we're both can be, sometimes we're both soft, and sometimes I'm an arsehole, sometimes he's an arsehole. We don't seem to be an arsehole at the same time. So
Thank God.
I think we're on a good level here, aren't we?
The difference is I'm a wide gaping asshole and she's kind
And
of
I'm just
tight.
oh.
Oh, Lord.
I don't mean I
That
hate
ain't
people
fault.
literally, but I mean people, not like the people I know here in the chat or any of the artists or any of that kind of thing, or
Now you're just sucking up because you just
people
said
that,
you
oh,
hate
I'm
people, and
explaining
now they're all in our
myself.
chat room
Shut up!
to listen to you.
Oh, dear.
And
That's
they've
enough.
got to take it all back.
Silence! I just want people to understand it's not like I think everybody's an idiot, but I'm referring to like when we go out in public and that kind of thing, people act like such morons. I just can't stand to
Right.
be around them, when I first meet somebody, I like everybody. I'm always open to just stopping and chatting with somebody.
People
but
are always nice until
when
you
they,
get to know them.
yeah, but once you get to know a lot of these people, they turn out to be morons. They believe in all this Facebook crap that gets shoved down their throat, and
Right.
oh, this is the best, and that's the best, and this is the worst, and it's like, I don't care about your thoughts. You can like anything you want. I don't care if you like the devil or if you love Jesus or I don't care. We made a joke
Right.
with a guy in the store the other day, and the way I said the question to the guy, he thought I meant, were you gay? And he freaked out. It's like, oh, no. And I didn't mean it that way. I just meant I don't care whether you're married to a man or a woman. I'm just asking you this question, And people don't
Right.
see it that way. They always take it in black and white instead of, seeing things in color, that there's more to it than one thing. And that's the kind of people I hate. Where's your sense of humor? Where'd all that go? I spent, 20 years on the road trucking, and everywhere I went, I could go in and joke with people and make jokes with the waitresses and other truck drivers, and they would laugh, and we'd all laugh. My best friend in high school was
Right.
black, and, I'd sit there and he'd call me a honky, and I'd call him a nigger. He'd call himself a nigger, and everybody
God.
laughed about it. It was all just us having fun. They didn't take it serious. But if you say that today now, people slice you open and, and they'll bury you somewhere.
Oh, yeah, like I can't even get on Facebook and have an opinion or say, oh, today's nice, because someone is going to get offended by me saying today was a nice day. You know, so
Exactly.
that's part of the reason. Also, you were asking where's Donna Joe. That was a part of me not really wanting to be out in the public anymore. I'm too accessible, and honestly, I'm tired of pleasing people. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of being a puppet on a string. You know, when I would go play a gig, it's like, sing this so I can get drunk and party and have fun. I don't want to do that. Like, that's not what the talent was given to me for. That's not where I want to be in my music. Just to be a puppet on a string for someone to go out and party and have a good time. That's not what I'm for.
But what does Donna Joe want? Does Donna Joe want to play her music and, you know, because you enjoy it and you love it?
Yeah. I was talking to Donna about that, and I think if you have a passion, you just do that at your own pace because you love it. When you make your passion your job, that's the issue. It's no longer fun. It's no longer a passion. It becomes a job where you're thinking about pleasing people and making money.
Exactly.
Because that's what a job is. To keep your job, you have to keep the people happy. And I was tired of doing that. It's mine. It ain't yours. You know, I'm selfish about it, but it's mine.
Well, it's not like
my
people.
soul.
It's not like people can just listen to your music and say, "Oh, I love that," or listen to your music and say, "God, she's terrible," and just go away. They always have to make their comments. They have to be snide.
Yeah, exactly.
They have to say crap that really doesn't even matter for the most part.
Oh,
most
yeah.
of it, you know. And like I said with me, I don't care what anybody thinks of me. If you don't like the way I am, you know, there's 900 other radio stations to go listen to.
Right? Don't listen. That's how I feel.
Exactly.
You don't have to say anything bad. Just, you know, don't listen or do something else.
Doesn't that seem really simple?
Yeah.
Turn the dial, you know, less than 2 seconds, and it's all over with. But no, they'd rather, you know, sit and flap their gums about crap. And I think the internet has ruined a lot of that.
It has ruined so many people.
Know,
and
I feel like being on Facebook, it's changed my opinion of people that I once upon a time liked. You know, there's people I've known for years and years and years, and you know, and I've adored them throughout the years, and then I see them, but I see the stupid stuff that they post, and I see how argumentative they are. You have your religious beliefs, I have no religious beliefs. Me and you rub along just fine, you know, we don't argue about it. We have never argued about it. You're free to talk to me about religion if you want, and I know that you'll listen to me about my non-beliefs. But, you know, people can't just respect that line, you know. They have to argue about it. You can't prove that there's a God. I can't prove that there's not a God. You know, neither of us know till we get there. Yet
right.
people insist that they know that there is, or they know that there isn't. You know, they can't just find a happy medium. They can't respect each other's beliefs.
I know, you're supposed to just have faith.
Exactly.
You're supposed to have faith. There's not supposed to be a line, you know. There's no thin line to
where's
walk.
the love, though? I mean,
And religion is taught. If you
but
didn't,
they're not love.
and if you hadn't have gone to church, or you wasn't taught that religion, you wouldn't even know that there was an existence. You know, it's all taught. It's all based on what you've learned, not what you automatically was born believing. What we're both taught, what I was taught as well. You know, I made my choice not to believe it, and you made your choice to believe it. But I don't think any of us need to argue about it. You know, and I also and I see people posting up just a few weeks ago. Would you believe someone was posting up about car parks, or parking lots as you call it? You know, people were getting offended in the UK about how what was it about?
Oh, putting the pregnant woman parking space.
Oh yeah,
there was
I saw that.
Yeah, it was a picture, a painted picture of a woman and a child. So they're like saying, well, why isn't there a picture of a guy there as well with a child? Because a guy could possibly park in that parking space. And
right,
you know, and people are getting offended about that and arguing. You won't believe the actual original post how many people were arguing and bitching because it didn't have a picture of a guy there. You know, it's just...
and may I ask you this, with Randy's question earlier, how can I promote music and keep writing songs and do all this in a world full of hate and separation, and everybody's constantly arguing over religion and politics, and I'm right and you're wrong and I'm better than you? How can I even get out there to even have him give a crap.
Well, that's
see.
when I said, what about Donna, Carol? Are you going to take care of yourself? What does it mean to you? Don't worry about what anybody else thinks. Do what
But
Donna
that's
Joe
how I
wants to do.
feel. Like, I feel like Donna, though, like when I get on Facebook, there's constant bickering and arguing, and everybody's pissed off about something. I don't want to get on there anymore much.
They say that they're offended about that parking space. So they say, well, we need to put a picture of a guy there in case a guy needs to park there with his child, because a guy can't work out that that's a parent and a child spot, or that people can park there because the parking spaces are wide if you to open the doors and get your children out. People can't work that out, so they have to argue and bitch about it. But there's that parent or that Donna Joe that will say, that's the parking space for musicians. I'm just going to go in there and I'm going to go and sing my song. Blah, de blah, de blah. Whether it's a man musician or whether it's a child musician or it's a man with two heads musician, that there has a big musical sign on it, and I'm going to go and park in that space, and I'm going to do whatever I want.
Why don't we just not mark any of the parking spaces? Because, the handicapped people, they're all like, well, we want treated special. But yet, if you treat them special, I don't want you to treat me that way. I don't want your help. I can do this by myself. Why don't we just not mark any parking spaces, and they can get in their friggin' wheelchair and wheel across the parking lot like I got to walk across it? What's the difference?
Well, that was my point exactly.
Everybody wants to be treated equal, but nobody wants to do anything to treat each other equal.
That was my point. Everybody says, like for example, there's all these gay clubs, lesbian clubs, transgender clubs, all these different clubs that's got labels,
Parking space for gays only.
Yeah.
What?
Black Lives Matter,
Right.
Black Lives Matter, White Lives Matter. Everybody wants to be accepted. Everybody wants to be part of normal society, yet they'll go and stick that guy there. They'll go and stick the black guys with a black man label. They'll go and stick her with a white person label. Obviously, people that are mixed race, for example, a black guy with a white woman and a mixed race child, you better stick a label on that mixed race child.
Yeah, you better paint a white woman picture on the parking space and then a black baby next to it, so we make sure everybody's happy.
While that mixed race child walks into the...
Whoa, wait a minute, you forgot the transgenders. What do? Put a white, half white, half black guy with a dick and some boobs? How do we paint that picture?
Yeah, so then that person walks into the bar and he's got a big label on his head that says, I'm mixed race with a dick and a pair of tits and two heads. Treat me normal, It's stupid.
Well, there's something I believe in that I think this world could be lacking is love. Because what I think is, if you're nice to me, I don't care what you look like or who you are or what you did. If you're nice to me, that's all I care about. I'll be nice to you.
Exactly.
I really don't give a crap if you are this and that or have this and that or whatever it is. If you're nice to me, that's all I ask for.
Exactly. That's what I was saying about, my black friends back in school and stuff. I think racial issues were a lot less back then than they are now. I think the internet has spurned a lot of that crap, made people want to fight and argue. Because they can say what they want and nobody can call them out on it. Nobody can stick their finger in their face. Nobody can talk right back to them face to face. It's all typing. And all you have to do is hit the delete button and that conversation's over with when it gets to where you don't like it.
It's like you say it to my face. How
exactly. And you know as well as I do, there's a lot of people who will say, come over here and say that to my face. And you know damn well they won't.
They won't. And and that's the thing with me. Let's just go ahead and talk about it. I will confront and we will talk about it like adults, or we won't. I mean, whatever you want to do. But I miss that, and it's just like I said, everyone's changing because of the internet. But thankfully, I have met Anne-Marie Paserno. She works so hard in the music. I don't know if y'all keep up with her, but she does so much more than I do.
It's hard to keep up with everybody, if I'm honest.
Obviously, she's not racist against Georgians.
No, she is not. And, the song Bonfire, with what you're talking about, that's what it was about, was people coming together. It don't matter what you look like, where you're from, how you talk, and that's how I feel. Where's the love? You may not believe in God, I might, but it doesn't matter, because in the end, you're nice to me. I love you. I don't care what you believe. I love you anyway.
We're all going to shit the bed and go where we go, aren't we? I
reckon so.
That about sums it up.
So what happened to that? That's what I want to know.
That's a good question. I'd like to know, too. I really used to. I was such a socialite when I was young.
Yeah.
I mean, I DJ'd in bars. I went to clubs. I went to the city and hung out for weekends at a time and traveled the country in the truck. And it's just, I can't even stand the thought of leaving the house anymore. It's really down to that with me, you know. But I have to. But I wouldn't, if there was a way for me to stay in, you know, if I was rich enough to stay in and have, you know, Walmart or Aldi's or whoever deliver my food to the house.
You wouldn't even go anywhere.
I wouldn't go. No, I wouldn't. I'd stay here and I'd play trains all day long and I'd never leave the house and I wouldn't care if I became a hermit. Don't come to my house unless I ask you. Don't just leave me alone. And I would be fine with that. It's, you know, I'm 60 now. You know, I've had enough of that crap. Now it's time for me.
Kick your football in someone's garden and you don't go and get it because you know the guy's going to come out with a shotgun. Yeah, that's going to be rugby.
It's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Excuse me.
That'll be me. Get your dog off my property.
Off my property. Well, you know, I have agoraphobia, which is the fear of leaving the house. And, you know, I have to, unfortunately, take medicine for that because in this world today, if you're not on medicine or drink a little bit of something or do something, then I don't know. I don't know how you're going to make it. In today's world, it's that bad, in my opinion.
If I drank because of that kind of thing, you'd find cases and cases and cases of bourbon sitting all over the place around here. These people, luckily, I'm not I don't drink, so. But I'd probably smoke a couple bags of weed a day.
I've told you in the chat before that in the Facebook chat before, you might take tablets for your agoraphobia, but Randy takes tablets for his complaint. I take tablets for mine. You know, I don't even know that many people in this world, especially in this world where everyone's trying to ram drugs down you. You know, pharmaceutical companies trying to ram drugs down you for everything. You know, I don't even know anybody that isn't taking anything. Well, in fact, I take aspirin. That's about it for me. But I don't even know why people have to stick a label on you because you take tablets for a mental disorder.
Mental is one of those things that people think you're making it up in your mind, and they think it's not real. But if you were able to look at it scientifically at the brain and do a scan, they can show you the part in your brain that's actually messed up. It is very real.
Yeah, they can. When I was having my MS relapse back in Derby, they did a
good one, Emery.
They actually showed me on my MRI scan the particular part of my brain that was being bothered at the time.
I see they didn't cure that.
Excuse me.
Oh.
See, he's sticking a label on me. He's sticking a label.
Mean. See?
Labels.
But you might have high blood pressure, but you take a pill, but I'm not going to say, well, you eating bad. It's your fault that you have high blood pressure,
remember
honey.
What they say, if it says Libby's on the label.
What?
If who has high blood pressure?
Anybody.
Oh, I do.
Anybody.
I'm supposed to take blood pressure pills, but I don't have any money to go see the doctor, and he won't renew the subscription, so guess what? I'll just have to sit here and die because I can't afford it. And I also take sertraline for my anger management, as people like to call that stupid crap.
I know what that is.
Because you're mental.
But it keeps me calm because I'm just so sick of stupid, and it's everywhere.
I know, that's what I was saying, is that in today's world, if you don't use some sort of something, I don't know how you're going to make it. You know, cannabis oil or something that God put here for us, you better be using something.
I don't want the oil. I want to smoke a joint because but I'm saying it does wonders for me in that respect. I don't need any other drugs. And I never did consider weed a drug because, I mean, in the 70s, Christ, that's all we did was smoke weed constantly, and it didn't make me an idiot or a retard or anything else.
That's your opinion.
And you know how you wake up from an alcoholic fit either.
Yeah, hangover.
I know.
I think we should all do a Betty Pitt singer and take a medication vacation.
Oh, yes, medication vacation.
Oh, one of his greatest hits.
I love that
Fly
one.
all around the globe in your comfy robe.
Well, I'd prefer the weed because it's like take a trip and never leave the farm.
Well, you know, if you have anxiety or you have inflammation in your body and all these issues, even high blood pressure, Yeah, inflammation.
Oh, inflammation.
Arthritis.
I thought she said inflammation.
I have arthritis already in my neck and my upper back. A Walmart
I
fashion
do
show.
too. I like
Yeah, that's
it. I
another
like
Benny
the
tune.
more-
I'm gonna
Oh,
load
my
that up
God.
over here.
Is that for real, y'all? Is that
Hey.
one of his songs?
Yeah, that's one of his songs with Steve Owen.
I think Benny needs some memory pills because he sent us a copy of it the other day. It's like, do you have this song? And we've had it for like
Hey,
6 months,
Me-
8 months or
A
something.
memory.
speaking of songs, why don't you get on your guitar and play us that Tennessee Whiskey?
Yes, Johnny was wanting that song, and where is he?
I don't know.
He said that he had to get some rest because he's going somewhere tomorrow or something.
No,
He's
that
gotta
was
do.
Knickers.
sad.
That was
Oh.
Knickers.
Who's she talking about?
Mr.
Johnny
Chieko.
Chico.
Oh, I don't know.
But yeah,
You say
you should.
Checo, Chico, Keko.
Maybe the mob got him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. We don't know what's going on.
Well, if you want to get your guitar wired up, and
Yes,
we will
let me
take
get
a
a
bit of a
tuner.
break. Yes.
All right, you want to do this now?
Yeah. Repeat after me first. La 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 la.
La 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 la.
Oh,
loosen
goodness
up your vocal cords.
Easy, girl.
What do you do to
I just start singing.
do you?
I just go, la, 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 la. I'm ready when you're ready, baby.
La 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 la.
All right, then we'll introduce your song and take it away.
Scooby Dooby Doo.
Well, this song is the wonderful Tennessee Whiskey by Chris Stapleton.
All right, hit it, girl.
I used to spend my nights out at the barroom. Liquor was the only love I'd known. But you rescued me from reaching for the bottom. Brought me back from being too far gone. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. Honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. I look for love in all the same old places. Found the bottom of the bottle always dry. But when you poured your heart, I didn't waste it. 'Cause there's nothing like your love. Yes, ma'am. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. I stay stoned on your love all the time. Smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. Honey, I'd stay stoned on your love all the time.
Ole, ole, ole. Hee-hoo.
Well, there you go. Well, thank you, dear. That sounds awesome.
Thank you, guys.
You're the
So
coolest.
I'm glad I didn't sneeze.
I know.
I was expecting
Telling
it.
you.
I was there.
Smoky the a fag.
I was there
What-
ready
what
to
I-
catch your snot then.
I don't know. I sound like Kermit the Frog. You know, like I said, Miss Piggy swallowed Kermit, but I don't know. It's just
Hey, Miss
I'm not
Piggy.
feeling any better. What do I do, y'all? I need it to snow.
Well, there is a certain four-legged boy that would love to say hello to you tonight. He's
Hello,
not
Robbie.
had the chance to speak to you.
A four-legged boy.
A four-legged boy is here to say hello to you.
Are you talking about me?
Okay.
Yes, I'm
Is
talking
that
about you.
Alfred?
Yeah, that's me. Who's this?
Alfred, it's me, Donna.
Oh, no. Hi, Donner.
You're so cute.
How are you, sweetheart? You doing okay over there?
I told him about
Yes,
you
I
today, and he
am.
says he wants to pee up your leg.
No, I want to pee on the
Oh.
stove.
You...
Do you want to mark your territory on my stove?
If that's what you call it.
Well, okay.
I just call it a good time. Jeez.
Well,
Moron.
Alfred.
He's like
Everybody, this is a dog that we're talking to.
he's
if
like
you
that
don't know.
sometimes. And what's wrong with being like a dog? Nothing. Just nothing at all.
No, we're saying that you are a dog,
What?
Alfred.
What'd you call me?
A dog?
Can you say that in English?
Oh, dog. A dog.
she's
Not
got a little
dog.
white dog called Snowball.
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 Yeah.
There ain't a snowball's chance I'm gonna do that.
His name is Comet. Like in the skies.
What's she
Speaking
saying?
of skies, Alfred,
What?
do you watch the news, Alfred, with your mom and dad?
What's she say?
She said, I know you need it in English. She says, do you watch the news with your mum and dad? Now, let me just get this straight. I'm not his mum. He didn't come out of my vagina.
Yes, you are. That's your baby.
He did not come out of my vagina. He came out of
You're
somebody's
still his
vagina, but
mother.
not mine.
That's your baby.
I do watch it with Pop, but Mom won't go near the TV when the news is on. Why?
Oh,
What?
I see. She doesn't like the news.
He doesn't like Trump or anything about anything. He's worse than I am.
Oh, God.
Oh yeah, I'm miserable for a dog. Yeah, I
Alfred,
know.
we are not talking politics, Alfred.
That's exactly my point. Yeah, that's exactly.
Alfredo, hey. Well, anyways, Alfred,
Alfredo,
I was
who
going
you
to
think you're
ask.
talking to?
You're pregnant. You're pregnant?
I'm not pregnant. What are you talking about? Yeah, good question. How do we get on the pregnant
You'd
dog?
think so by looking at the size of his nuts.
Oh, dear.
You would think something's going to drop out of there.
God.
What's the matter, Mom? You jealous?
Hey,
She might be.
how old are you? How old are you?
How old do you want me to be there, good looking? Oh, jeez,
Oh,
here we
dear.
go.
There you go.
She's not
Sound
a
like
dog.
every
She's
other
a human,
man I
by the
know.
way. She's a human. Yes. I thought it was a dog I was talking to.
Hey, listen.
She's got really curly hair though, so she looks like one of those poodles. You know,
Curly?
poodles. You know the ones with a pretty bow round the neck.
Oh, I do also well.
yes,
Jeez,
you
Al,
love
come on.
poodles.
You think I look like a daggone poodle?
I do think you look like a poodle,
Look
a
at
round-faced poodle.
Hey, Mom,
Oh, gosh.
stop talking a minute. I got something I want to say.
Go on then.
Look at this guy in the chat. He said doggy style radio.
Oh, my goodness.
What's he mean by that? You'll have
I
to
don't
figure
know.
that one out.
Doggy style. Do you really want? Do you really want to tell you what doggy style is?
No problem.
No, I'm scared. I'm scared.
Let's just leave that alone. Okay.
Let's just leave that
Sounds like a
alone.
plan to me.
I get the
Just
feeling.
give Alfred a bone.
I get the feeling Alfred already knows what doggy style is.
Who's got Alfred balls? What?
What?
She said Alfred Bone, she said.
Oh, sounded like...
Alfred, get out here.
I thought she said balls.
Oh my gosh. Of course
No,
you
that's
did,
not what
Alfredo.
she said. No, you said it. No, she didn't say anything about Alfred balls. Well, somebody did. Well, it wasn't her.
He's so cute. Kiss his nose, Donna. Kiss his little nose.
Can I go now?
There's nothing little about that nose.
Well, kiss his nose first.
You can't miss his nose.
Come on, right here, Mom.
Oh, cute.
Come on, cough it up, baby. Oh, ow.
Confident. She says, for the last time, I'm not your mother.
You better stop laughing, because you're next.
Oh, me.
Yeah, you come kiss me on the nose.
Anne
Oh,
Marie
little
says
sweetheart.
doggy balls in the chat room.
And Marie Paserno.
Yeah, she says doggy balls.
Another one. What's all this ball talk?
Nah, she's
I
got
don't
curly hair
know.
too. She's a poodle as
I
well.
don't get it.
They're
Whoa.
frisky in this chat room.
Yeah.
Look at all the poodles tonight.
I
I don't know
know.
if I could take much more of this.
Anne
I don't know.
Marie's
I
a-
hope you
Not
can.
poodles.
Anne Marie's a French
She has
poodle.
curly hair.
She's a what?
Anne Marie's a
She's
French
blonde.
poodle.
She's
is.
blonde.
Yeah, Anne Marie's a blonde poodle.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Will.
Easy, big fella.
Something about blondes, is there?
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah, you know, I tried to be blonde once, Alfred, and it didn't work for me.
What happened?
My skin tone don't match blonde.
You mean the curtains don't match the drapes?
No,
What
my
does that mean?
skin tone.
Don't worry about what it means.
Grrr.
Whoa, what's that? We got a leopard in the house. Just settle down.
Leopard.
Settle down, Alfred.
Are we glitching? Glitchity glitch glitch. Glitchy gitchy gitchy ya 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 ya. And
One
Marie.
way or another.
What the
She
hell is
gets-
he saying,
I
Mom?
thought she said there was a glitch.
She's singing the Blondie song. I'm gonna get you, get you, get you, get you. Is it Blondie?
No.
Oh, yeah.
That's what she
She's
was
singing
singing.
that gitchy gitchy ya 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 ya.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's that black chick, isn't it?
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi?
Oh, yeah. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? That's it. You got it.
We are crazy. Robbie, do you have a problem with that? Do you have a problem that we are crazy?
Frisky poodles, he says.
Frisky, frisky, frisky poodle. That's a whole nother song there, buddy. Yeah, but it's a good one. Okay.
Well, I wanted to tell y'all about the news.
Well, wait a minute. Let me say goodbye. Go on.
I
Alfred,
take it Alfred don't like the news. She
I
wants,
know.
She
He's
wants to
running
tell Alfred
away.
about the news.
I want to go back to sleep.
Well, listen
Yeah,
to the news
Bill.
first.
All right, what news is that?
Oh, you want to listen? Pause.
What news do you want me
Okay.
to listen to?
Well, honey, did you hear about how the colleges sent a big old beam out in the sky, like a laser beam, to reach outside of Earth?
No,
So
but I-
if there's anything out there, guys, now they know we're here. I found that to be interesting, Alfred, didn't you?
Yeah, that's pretty interesting stuff. All I know is Pop beamed one down the other day.
And it was brown and
And
smelly.
this is why this is why I love dogs, because you can say anything to them and they don't care. They love you anyway.
That's right. That's what it's all about. I just love everybody. I'm a big, lovable Great Dane.
Oh dear.
A Great Dame.
A great name.
So what did you have to tell us about you and Bobby Johnson?
This mean I can go now?
You can go and pee now.
You can
You can
go.
go and find another stage
Bye,
to pee on.
Alfredo.
Night,
Yeah.
Miss Donna. Nice talking to
Oh,
you.
gosh.
She calls you
too, cutie
Alfredo.
pie.
You sound like a soup. Like that's Alfredo soup sauce.
Alfredo.
That'll be Great Dane Alfredo. Now stop with the
Great
stupid
Dane
jokes.
Alfredo.
All right, goodbye.
Bye, honey.
Bye, Alfred.
Oh, that boy.
What an
Well, I
honor.
have known Bobby Johnson for such a long time. I don't know how many years. It's been a long time. And I met him actually on the internet through radio. Like internet radio, like what you guys do.
How did we get onto this?
Bobby Johnson.
Oh, I
She
said, how
asked
did we
me.
get onto this?
I asked her because
asked me.
she said earlier that there was a couple of things that she wanted to cover tonight,
Oh.
and seeing as we've been talking about absolutely
Well, I'll
nothing.
tell you what. Let
Yeah.
me shut up and Donna can talk.
Yeah, there's
Well,
a good
I was
idea.
just saying. I just love Bobby. I think he's a legend to me. He's been in the music all of his life. And to me, I love him. He's written so many songs. He's
Mhm.
awesome. and we're getting ready to have a Christmas song called On Christmas Day that we're going to send to y'all. When I sound like Kermit the Frog, hopefully he can fix that. Because they're not a little bad, I tell you. But that's what I wanted to say. I love Bobby Johnson, and he's like, he and Anne Marie are the only ones I really sing with. I don't sing with anybody else. I don't know why. I just won't.
I was just going to ask you, why not?
I'm picky, and I like Anne Marie, Pacerno, and Bobby. And
Well, you said you wanted to sing a Christmas song with me.
You are different.
Oh my God, that would
I
be
would
so
sing with
awesome.
you.
Are you kidding me? That would be
She
cool.
did. She said weeks ago she was going to sing a Christmas song with
Oh,
me.
you got to do it. I'm begging you.
Well, I will with you.
I'm begging you.
Well, how we, somebody's going to have to come up with the music. Oh, dear.
Hey. Let me tell you. Have you heard of Angel MC?
No.
You've not seen us?
Angel McDonald.
Angel McDonald.
She's the golden arches of music.
Angel.
Well, anyway,
MC.
she's got quite the killer voice. And she told me tonight that she's wrote a song for me and Randy to sing, a Christmas song. And was supposed to find the music to Oh Christmas Tree, Oh Christmas Tree. And the song is called Smelly Nuts.
Tiny bubbles in the wine.
So we've got a bunch of lyrics to sing between now and Christmas called Smelly
Yes.
Nuts.
Lord.
Do you do any a cappella?
Yeah, sometimes.
Robbie Ansley wants you to sing a Christmas song.
Well, sometimes we just don't get what we want now, do we?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Exactly. What you want and what you get is two different things.
Yeah.
Now, see, you
Hey,
can
no.
say no. See, you can do it.
To some people,
I don't know where that rates you, Robbie, but there you go.
I know. Oh, Lord. How about this? Bells will be ringing. Okay, there you go. That was a Christmas song, and I'm so happy. Thank you so much.
Did anybody blink and miss
Where's
it?
where's my Bic at? There it is.
It don't matter. The song's over with.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
How about Mr.
Tis the
Heatmiser?
season for depression, stress. Do what now?
How about Mr. Heatmiser?
Hate Moise.
You don't know who Heatmiser is from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
Well, no, I never knew that was his
Well,
name.
I think you should tell us, husband.
Yeah.
I
Tell
know
us.
who it is.
Tell us what?
You.
Who he is?
No, I think you should sing it.
Oh, I gotta.
Come on, chop chop. Don't expect her to sing when you won't sing live yourself.
Well, I can give you a general idea of
3,
what the song
2,
sounds like.
1.
Hit it! Here's the song. I don't know if you can hear this or not.
She can't hear that
Okay.
over the phone. I think you should sing that, Randy, for Christmas.
Okay, I will do that.
Are you really going to?
Sure, why not? What the hell?
Cool.
If I'm going to be stupid, I'm going to go all out.
You guys have all heard him say on the Yankee and the Brit show that he is going to sing the Heat Miser song.
Robbie says, I'm singing one right now. You got to listen real hard. I don't hear anything.
I don't either.
I think Donna Joe should sing the Mr. Hanky the Christmas Poo song with me.
A hanky poo.
Mr. Hanky the Christmas Poo
What show was that?
Lord, I don't know that either.
from South Park. I'll send you the link.
I think I've been
Small and
hiding.
brown and he comes from you. That one.
If you're going to sing a
Pinky.
song with Donna, you got to send her the
Who?
music so she can practice.
Yeah, you got to send me the music so I can practice.
Will you use correct? Will you use?
See,
Will
to.
you use karaoke music, or is that not good enough for you?
Yeah, that'll work for me. I was doing a little bit of that earlier.
Well, then we got to
Doing
find
some
one that she
Queen.
can do.
I like Queen. We Are the Champions. I was singing that a little bit earlier.
We are the champions, my friend.
No. I got to see that movie. Have y'all seen it?
No,
Nice.
Dan Conley in the chat room says he saw it. He says it's really good.
What?
The Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh.
Are you not paying attention?
No, I'm
over
off in
there?
another world. I'm thinking of a Christmas song for you to sing.
Oh. Well, don't be thinking don't be thinking
She
too hard
said,
because.
oh.
Well, I know, but when Randy gets thinking, it hurts him a little bit, and then he has a
know.
bad headache.
Exactly. We don't want to
Touche.
do that to him.
Touche.
Sometimes I go, there you go, thinking again.
There he's thinking. That stinking thinking.
Oh, she drives me nuts, man. Every 15 minutes, all of a sudden, she'll say, I have an idea. Here
I
we go
have
again.
an idea.
Oh, I do. I'm always having an idea.
There goes the neighborhood, Ethel.
I go, I've got an idea, and then It's often very, very something stupid, and then sometimes we actually bring that stupid idea to life. You know, that's just what we do.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. What do you think songwriting is?
She hasn't got a clue.
Songwriting? I did my fair share of that today. Freestyle.
What did you write about?
Freestyle songwriting. I was singing about, oh, we've got listeners. So glad I did not miss this. I was writing about the world and, like, in my life, some of the folks that we run across. I saw that Elvis Presley almost did not make it to fame. Can you believe that? A life without Elvis Presley.
Had he died on that shitter just a little bit earlier?
Well, yeah, but before all that, when he grew up, he had a twin brother that passed away. His mother was very poor. He didn't have anything. He wanted a bicycle, but his mom bought him a guitar instead. He was bullied in school, and some of the bullies, like, broke his strings, his guitar strings. The class felt bad for him, so they saved up the money to buy him new guitar strings. It goes on, but basically people said he couldn't sing. You know, they beat him down all the time, constantly. And he went to Sun Records to go try to get somewhere with his music like we all are trying to do. And they were like, nope, sorry. You know, you don't have what it takes. But luckily, one guy from the studio came out and said, hey, you know, I see something in you and I want to work with you. And it was that one guy that believed in Elvis Presley that changed his life.
That was the general, wasn't it?
I think so. I just saw that today and was blown away by one person changing.
Now tell me all that wasn't meant to be.
So maybe I'm not meant to be then, Randy.
Humbug.
Unless all of a sudden this one person's going to believe in me and change everything, you know?
Unless you're like me and your depression gets the best of you. That's more BS than I've ever heard from anybody.
Well, steady on there, wee lassie. Steady on. Maybe, you know, all these people out there that believe in you now, you know, maybe that's where you're supposed to be, you know. If you don't want to be, if you don't want that fame, you know, then you're not going to be out there and be famous, are you? You know, if you're going to be holding yourself back, you know, then maybe you're not supposed to be.
I'm telling you, I know a little bit about that kind of crap because I'm the same way. You know, I could make my business, the sign business and printing T-shirts and all that stuff. We could really make this grow, but I don't want the hassles and the crap that goes with it. So subconsciously, my brain is saying, you don't want to do all this crap, so shut up about it. And I don't.
Right.
We don't get very far because I don't want to put the time and effort into it because I don't want to have to deal with all the crap that goes with it. You know, your taxes and people complaining and moaning and people ordering 5,000 friggin' shirts that we don't have time to do or in a reasonable amount of time. You know, I like things just like they are. I have time to play with my trains and build the railroad. And, you know, when the weather's nice and whatever, Donna and I can go for rides and travel a little bit. If we had a business like I, you know, could have, nah, we wouldn't be able to do any of that stuff. So I thoroughly believe that when the time's right, it'll happen if it's, you know, if you convince yourself. But, you know, you can talk yourself right out of that stuff. I thoroughly believe that.
I do that all the time. And like Anne-Marie just posted in the chat, we're artists. We're all depressed and musical geniuses. I believe that. I believe a lot of artists are very depressed. We go through so many emotions. And that's why we write songs and sing it with such emotion.
That's probably right. You artists are also telling your life story, only in, you know, not so you're releasing private information, but, you know, like you said, you're singing from experience.
Oh, yeah. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest, this is very, very sad, but we lost a local not long ago here in Augusta, Georgia, because of the depression. An amazing artist he was, you know, so nice, just the best guy ever, and he took his life. And it's just so sad to me because we are dealing with this mental depression or whatever you want to say. I mean, who wouldn't be sad? We're all trying to get somewhere, you know, to feel like we're successful, to get the music out there, to leave something behind when we die. You know?
Do you know why he did it?
I don't. I know bipolar going on there, some bipolar issues, depression. I can't tell anybody, no one really knows what's going on at that moment when somebody does that.
Well, that depression will kick your butt big time.
It's a real thing.
And that's why I keep saying it's real, and I have such a heart for depression and anxiety because people don't think it's real, and it is very real.
I didn't believe in it for a long time. I thought my mom was nuts, And
Yeah.
as I got older, and now I'm experiencing it, I understand what it's about. It took a long time for it to sink in, but that stuff just, that's one
Yeah.
reason I take the sertraline is because I get so angry about things. Like I said about crazy people, but
Same
you know,
here.
and and I don't say this very often, but I have said it before. That's why I'm not ashamed to say it now. Is there's a lot of times when the radio show is just terrible. Whether there's only a few listeners or whether I screw up for, one of those nights where everything goes wrong. We have
Yes.
internet problems, about all the crap we've had problems with.
Yes.
That stuff makes my depression flare up, and I'll leave the room when we're done, and I'll say, I am not doing it. I'm done. I quit. No more
Yeah.
shows. And yet here I come right back again to do it again because I know, I'm just not going to give up that easy. So
Right.
it's all real. I believe anybody that says they have depression now, I believe them.
It is, and we just keep going forward because what else can you do? And I think that's what you're doing when you keep coming back to these shows. You're trying to keep moving forward and fight it. You're like, I'm not going to let this get to me.
Exactly. And then there's times I sleep all day because I'm just so friggin' depressed, I mean,
Honestly,
there's been
I do
times,
too.
yeah, there's been times we've had no money, barely enough food to eat, and blah, blah, blah. The list is endless of things that will depress you. The truck runs like crap,
Yes.
The list is endless. And I'll
Yeah,
just
I
shut
know.
it all off. And my mom did the same thing. I've seen her do it over the years.
Mm-hmm.
And you just turn the world off and say, screw it, and you go to sleep. And when you wake up, you try it again.
Well, I used to, before I was on medicine, I'd get on Facebook and post everything, cuss people out, ready to get in fights. I got fired from jobs. I quit jobs. Like, I was a fireball. You didn't want to get in my way. I would just wonder I wasn't in jail, honestly. And that's why I have to be medicated as well.
Maybe you'd have
to
been
be
one to write
normal.
Jailhouse Rock.
Hey, that's right. I mean, I'm sad this kid, though, took his life, though. I mean, I thought he was amazing, and I'll never forget him. It's just, it hurts me, and I'm still grieving over it, and that was in September. And it's tough. It's tough, I'm telling you.
You see what Anne Marie says? Music heals us.
I love her.
It does. Music heals.
It does.
It soothes the savage beast, if you will, because there's times, I drive Donna nuts. I'll turn on some old disco from back in the day or something and really get to jamming and swinging around and carrying on. And, she's like, well, you shut that shit off. And I'm like, no, because I'm having a moment over here and it feels good, so I'm going to enjoy it. And music takes all that away from me. That's what I love about doing this show. The music, some of it's so friggin' fantastic. I
Right.
can't hardly deal with some of it. Your music,
It's because, sometimes I have so many, well, as you guys know, that I have so many problems with certain sounds, repetitive sounds, and sometimes Randy has to play, like, the same song over and over. He wants to hear every version of it.
Okay.
And,
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm just like, I cannot hear that again. And if he puts his headset on, he's still belting it out at the top of his lungs. There's just no...
and I don't even care if I can sing it or not. If it's a song I can't even compete with, I don't care. I'm just jamming, and I'm letting everything flow out of me, and I can calm down and start again.
Sometimes music for me, I will wake up and that's the first thing I do is put on music. But some days music has the opposite effect for me. And
Me too.
And it can make me feel so sad.
Well, when you're
That's
playing all that Men from Boys
I
crap
know.
or whatever.
Sometimes
bleh.
Randy will put on songs and he'll be getting into them. He'll have a bit of a jam session at night and he'll say, "Come on, pick a song," and really get
You're
try
like,
and
"No."
get me into it. And I'm just like, I don't want it.
Same here, Donna. I don't know
it's-
what that is.
Yeah, sometimes it just makes me feel so sad, like there's a big cloud,
Me too. And I'm like, screw it. And I don't know if I'm running away from music maybe a little or something, but there's times where I just want silence because my mind is already running and I am music. So sometimes I'm just like, turn it all off, please, for a second.
Yeah, and there's some songs I'm just like, I want to listen to Grant Daniels' Country Soul song. And I just absolutely love that. I love that song with every part of me. And I put that on there and it just
Aw.
makes me feel so happy.
And it, music brings memories. And they did say it worked a different part of your brain.
Yes.
So your brain, you're using different part of your brain. So that's kind of nice. It's like, oh, maybe that's why we like music so much. We're
I've been
using a
doing-
different side of the brain.
I've been listening to music ever since 73 and 4, and I really started listening to it. And
Wow.
Any song I hear now, pretty much 90% of them will take me somewhere where I was when that song happened, or, you know. And it can be just something as simple as driving. You know, there's a lot of times I drove the freeway into Cleveland when I was going to broadcasting school. And now I hear one of those songs, and I'm right back there on the freeway just cruising along at night headed to school. And it's like, I can't believe that I can just be there, literally in my brain, be there and not see anything but the street lights at night and the traffic flowing along. And it's very strange.
It makes you feel
just like
not
smells
alone.
do to you. You know, I smell coal, and I remember the first coal train I rode on. I'm right there in West Virginia, and it's just crazy.
I tell you what I smell
Wow.
a lot of, and I know Nickers is going to be listening back to this show.
His breath.
when we was at nursery, or you guys call it preschool, I think, between age 3 and 4, you know, when you go to nursery school, they give you a big dinner tray. You know, the tray that you carry your dinner on, and they cut a piece of paper out, and it's the same shape as the dinner tray, and then they put a big splatter of paint on the tray and a load of marbles, and you roll these marbles around the tray, and it makes a big pattern on the paper. Well, anyway,
Oh.
I remember the smell of that paint, you know, and it's not just the paint from any other class, any other day at school. It was the day when we were sat there doing that exact thing, you know. I smell it sometimes. Sometimes Randy's working on stuff here, and whatever he's working with, you know, I can smell that paint. I can remember sitting on that tiny little chair.
And you're right back there.
Yeah, I'm right back there.
Crazy.
And then I can remember the girl that's like sat next to me that always used to smell of rubber bands.
What?
He was using them to hold her undies up.
Sean, yours.
it's just funny what.
I love you.
Yeah, that's right. Brenda says tempera paints.
Yeah, I remember those.
But yeah, just the smells of different things, you know.
I
it
don't know
takes
what
me
that
right back
is.
there.
Tempera paint.
What,
What is
the
that?
smell of
I'll have to
rubber
look.
bands?
No,
The tempera paints?
yeah.
Oh, when we were in school, I don't know. I can't imagine you guys didn't do it either. But when you're in little school, they came in little. Some of them came in little tubes about 2 inches high with a plastic lid on them. They were just water-based paints. And
Yeah,
some
we
of
didn't
them
do
came
that
in.
at my school.
Do you ever paint little paintings when you were in school and you had the little tray and you just put water on your brush and dip it in the little round thing
Yeah,
of paint?
the
and-
little round hickey.
Yeah, it's kind of like that stuff.
My
Yeah.
school, we didn't do a whole lot. We did do paper mache. I remember that, but
Oh, I loved that. Yeah, paper mache.
Oh, yeah.
I was so daggone bullied in school that I don't remember a whole lot, to be quite honest with you. But
I tell you what else I smell a lot of here, and I don't even know where we are at the time. It's when we're driving to Sherman, I think, but I can never pinpoint where the smell's coming from. But when we was at school, we grew cress, and the smell of cress, I just absolutely love it. They sometimes put cress in egg sandwiches in the UK. I've not really seen it over here, but
they put the who? Grass.
cress,
Like watercress.
cress,
Oh.
cress.
Okay, I've not heard of that either.
And I think your cress is different over here, I think. I'll put a link in the chat room. But yeah, sometimes I
Okay.
smell the cress not growing, but I just smell the cress from when we were growing it at school, from when I was about 5 years old. You know, certain smells.
I thought you said grass, and I started laughing and said, she's
No,
been eating grass.
I have lots of memory from grass as well. You know, when we was at school.
I do
when
too,
we-
man. Oh, wow.
Oh,
Shut up, Alfred. No, when we was at school and when they used to mow the grass, and there was always big piles of grass, you know, after they'd mowed the grass, and we'd always have grass fights, and then we'd always end up going
Oh,
back to the
no.
class after dinner covered in grass in your hair.
I bet they love that.
Yeah,
Kids.
and then they'd
What
go,
were
have
y'all
you been
doing?"
having grass fights again? Have you been playing in the grass again? No, not me.
Oh, heaven forbid if you'd have fun. That's totally illegal.
I know. We can't have fun. Memories. Yep, that's true. Memories, the smells. Maybe that's what music does.
Didn't Bob Hope sing that song, Memories?
I don't know, but I keep singing that in my head. This thing in my head keeps going, memories.
I said mammaries.
Oh, mammary gland?
Oh, you're talking about memories again. I didn't even know what that meant when Dan Connolly said maps in the email yesterday. Dan, I had no clue what you were talking about. Randy had to explain it to me.
Did I?
Obviously,
You
I
did.
don't know a lot.
Oh, yeah, I did.
About boobies. I didn't. I had no clue.
Boobs, gotta have boobs.
I love that video of Donna's. Shaboobies. Okay, well,
Robbie
I've
loves your
got
accent.
written down Mary Poppins and Angel McDonald and then Stinky Poop.
Stinky nuts. Stinky nuts. I'll send you some music of Angels. I
Oh,
think
she's
she's
talking
amazing.
about-
I think she's fantastic.
Okay. And I'm going to hate to run.
Well, then
but my
walk.
battery is getting low.
Never run with scissors.
Then walk. Well, fine. I hate to walk, but
Maybe
you know
she's
what
got
I'm
the
saying.
runs.
Well,
She needs a toilet.
you can tell she's American. I ain't walking anywhere. If
I ain't
If I
walking.
can't drive up to the door, I'm not going.
No, that ain't true. Hey, I'm the one that said run.
No parking
First-
space marked musicians for you.
And I'm British. Okay.
Give it up.
Don't y'all like my accent? My British accent?
Hey, are you listening to the show? Have you got? Are you
Me?
going to have it playing?
Well, yeah.
All right, I'll get Randy to put on Angels.
Bonfire is on now. Then we got a Benny tune
Okay.
to do, and then I'll do an Angel McDonald.
Yeah, put on her.
Oh,
put on
boy.
her Christmas tune that she sent us because we're having an independent Christmas.
Look,
this
I don't
year.
do Christmas till 2 weeks before.
Yeah, but that's a
Oh.
badass tune, so you have to put it on just for me.
Okay, just for you.
Yeah.
She said, just for me.
See, I love her, regardless of what I,
I know
tell
you
people.
do.
Just because I lie doesn't
Aw.
mean I want everybody to know I love her, because then they might think that was, like, normal.
Are you going soft on me, sweetheart?
Oh, stop it.
Oh, I
We
am,
know you
love.
love her.
Oh, I am, me love.
Robbie says, Alfred, you got that deer in the headlights look.
Alfred.
Oh?
So you got to listen for at least a few minutes so you can listen to Bonfire, Medication
I will.
Vacation by Benny Pittsinger.
I will stay
and
around.
the Walmart song by Benny and Steve Owen, and the Christmas song by Angel MC. And then you're allowed to go if you want to.
What was that Christmas song called?
It's in that Christmas of Independence folder if you want to
Ah, das ist a good one, yeah?
cheat. See?
This is a good one.
Good. Das
Your
ist
wife,
good.
your wife and those folders that she keeps making.
Bonjour, comment allez-vous?
That's what you said last time. What did you just say then?
What?
What did say it again?
Comment allez-vous?
Bonjour, comment allez-vous?
Well, you know, last time she did an interview with us, I said you said
I
something
said
in
that
Alien.
last
Do you remember?
time.
Do you remember you said something in Alien?
In
and I Sent
Alien.
it, and I sent it you back, and I says, "What did you just say there?" And she says, "I really don't know."
Is that what I said? I'm talking alien now?
Yeah, it
Thanks.
was
Now
so-
you're scaring me.
Oh, bloody hell, a British alien.
Especially since the news told us about the laser.
Laser.
The laser.
Liza.
The laser. No,
Yeah,
the laser.
Who
A
was it that did
laser.
that? Oh,
Bonfire.
who is it that did the laser with his fingers like that? It was
Oh, that's,
and the little mini guy.
yeah, my
Austin-
laser.
Austin Powers. That's who I was thinking of when you said
My
laser.
laser.
I thought of laser with
Well,
Austin
honey.
Powers. All right, go away. Go do something.
Okay. Oh,
Hey!
dear.
Oh, no, don't.
Oh, she told me to go away.
No, don't go away. Remember, we have a little song to sing for somebody.
Oh, yes.
Quick, before your
and
battery
you are
runs out.
leading-
Oh, we doing that now?
Randy's leading the song.
Am I?
We all just pile in over here.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, all together now.
Here we go.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday,
Birthday.
Dear
Y'all didn't finish it?
Nicker.
Nicker.
Nice.
Happy
Bon
birthday
To
to
you.
Alfredo. Oh, so cute. He probably is really like, what are y'all doing?
I think you're on
Happy birthday, Nick.
You
Happy-
said you said the other day how to say his surname,
Yes.
so I got Randy to tell you how to say it, and
He said, "Die," and I was like, wow, okay.
I said, I wonder whether she's gonna think that's the normal way to say his name.
I knew. I was like, I gotta extend that die part. Die. Oh, it was the E, daggone it.
Oh, he's gonna love it. Happy birthday, Knickers.
Yes,
Knickers.
Knickers.
Well, thank y'all for having me on your show. Like I said, I don't know why you wanted me on here, but I had fun.
Well, thank you, love. Jolly well done.
Thank you very much.
Whoa, listen how she sounded Yankee.
Oh, look, Benny. Benny had a birthday on the 5th of November.
Here
I think
we
he wants
go.
a song again. All right.
Okay.
3. Clear your throat.
Me.
La 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 la.
Kermit the Frog here. Kermit the Frog. Kermit the Frog here.
3, 2, 1, hit it!
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday
to
to you. Happy birthday,
Benny Pitsinger.
Come on, Randy. Randy. Come on, Randy. Marilyn Monroe style.
Happy birthday to
You and you.
I
That was fun.
I'm glad you said you and you, just in case anybody else says they had a birthday.
The cat's barking. That is so cute.
It's not a cat, it's a dog. It's a dog. He's a dog called Kitty.
It's going meow. Meow.
Only Benny would have a dog called Kitty.
especially one that barks.
Oh, it's a dog. I thought it was a cat.
Maybe that's who Miss Kitty is in his song, Randy. Have you even thought?
God.
That could be.
Have you even thought?
That's another cool song, Gunsmoke. What a great tune.
Gunsmoke, yes. Miss Kitty is mentioned in that Benny song. Maybe
Well, that's
he
a
means
mystery.
maybe
Is
he means
Kitty
his
a kitty?
dog.
And Ride Along. Is it Ride Along? Ride With Me?
Yeah.
That's another cool one. I like that.
Take
song.
a ride.
with me.
Well, you're going to have to get off the line because we have all these songs to play now.
Oh, I know. Well, I better go. It's so much. I can't talk like you. I'd go Australian.
Call
It was
yourself
so
a
great.
Brit.
It was so great talking to y'all, and I will. I don't know. Kermit the Frog here, stepping out of Miss Piggy, and I will talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
She sounds like that dude that goes, that's all jokes.
That's how I feel. I feel that way, and it's just only getting worse.
What?
Well, y'all have a good night, okay, honey?
All right, you take care. Have a good one.
Have a good one.
Bye.
That's all, folks.
Bye.